Brooke. Happy Wednesday. So, guys, I need some help. So, I have a YouTube channel, which is also called the Vintage Garden New Jersey. And if you guys are familiar with YouTube, then you know people who have channels are trying to get to certain subscriber levels and that sort of thing. And so the first subscriber level is 100 subscribers. And after almost 2 years of vlogging, I have gotten to 98. So I need two. I need two more subscribers. So I'm sure two of you can help me out. And of course, if more than one of you want to help me out, that's great too, because then my next goal is going to be 500. So please, you guys can help me out with that too. So what I'm going to do is that if you're on Instagram, I'm going to put a link to my YouTube channel in my profile. And then if you're on Facebook, I'm going to put a link to my YouTube channel in the first comment because, Facebook isn't really crazy about those links to YouTube. So if you guys are on Facebook and Instagram, you're probably wondering, well, isn't this redundant? Why would I do that? There's a couple of reasons that you should join me on YouTube. The first of which is the algorithm that Facebook and Instagram has. Quite frankly, it doesn't seem as bad as on Instagram, but on Facebook, I know, I have over 900 likes to my page, but based upon the views that I'm getting of my videos, very few people are actually viewing it. It's like less than 10% are seeing. And I know that there's this whole way that Facebook does it that's it doesn't really show you necessarily what you want to see. So if you join me on, Instagram, when you subscribe, especially if you click the notification bell, you'll be notified every time I post a video. They're not gonna there's not that type of algorithm. If you subscribe, you get notified and you'll see. The other thing is that this year is gonna be a lot of changes with in my garden. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that I'm doing, and so I'm gonna be doing a lot of projects. Some of them are going to be like building projects, and some of those videos are going to be a lot longer, and it doesn't really work well like Instagram and Facebook. So although I may put clips on those on Facebook and Instagram, the entire video is going to be on YouTube. So if you want to see them, you're gonna have to go to them on YouTube. The first project that's coming up you're gonna notice the difference is I'm gonna do some flower arrangements hopefully for Valentine's Day, and I'm gonna be doing more than one arrangement, but I'm only gonna post like one arrangement on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to see all the arrangements I do, then you're going to have to go to YouTube. And of course, I'm renovating my 1840 Victorian farmhouse, and so renovation projects I'm just going to leave strictly on YouTube. I'm not going to put those on Facebook and Instagram. So there will be some differences, so it's not like you're going to be getting the exact same content 3 times from this point forward. So that's going to be a change that that's going to be from this point forward, because you got to change it up, and when things aren't working, you just got to make it work. So just 2 people, please, just 2. Just 2. Okay, so now that I got that out of the way, I gotta be honest, I hate asking people to subscribe. I feel like if you like me, you would do it, but sometimes you just gotta put yourself out there. So the real reason that I came on here today is because if you're on Instagram and Facebook, then you probably noticed that I posted that I was excited because my passport came in. If you guys have been watching my channel, then you know I have a playlist called Gardens of Distinction, and I visited Meadowbrook Farm, and I also did Hortulus Farm. And so both of those gardens are on the America's Garden Capital list, and there is a website, which is americasgardencapital.org. And there's 36 gardens, which are in 30 miles of Philly. So I'm not really sure how it happened. I think I was looking at one of the farms on Instagram, and I noticed that somebody was like, oh yeah, I fulfilled my, I added the sticker for my passport. I'm like, whoa, what passport? There's a passport? And so if you go to americasgardencapital.org and go to the contact me section, on the right hand side, there's something that says passport. And so this is what it is. Now, they do have a PDF version if you want to print it out at home. Yeah, I didn't want to print it out at home. I wanted the real deal. Okay, so the great thing about this little passport is that all 36 gardens have like stamps or something so you can kind of get a stamp on your passport. Now, there are some modifications because of the pandemic, but where they have kind of like your own sticker sheet where you can print it out and do it yourself, but some of them will still stamp it for you. So I'm going to show you what's inside of it because it's absolutely awesome and I'm so excited. So first off, there's a key in the inside cover that shows you the activities and interest at each of the gardens, which includes things like art, birds, food, and that sort of thing. And then it also talks about the garden type, which is arboreum, Asian, botanical, that sort of thing. And then, they have like a giant list, map showing you where kind of everything is. And they've got it divided by county and by state. And so the great thing about it is that they've got a little write-up on each garden. And so this one, for example, is Longwood. It tells you when it was established. It tells you all the garden types. And it tells you the must-see features for each garden in Mission. Now, some of them are paid. Some of them are free. And it does tell you which ones. And it tells you how to fulfill your passport. And then it gives you all of the social media accounts for each place. And so then in the back of the book, they have little spaces, blank spaces, for you to put the date of your visit and put the little stamp. So I'm really excited. Now, the thing that I really like about it is they tell you the acreage that they're dealing with. And that is important because, most gardens, like especially places you're going to visit, especially in this area, they're acres, like 15 plus acres, which of course most people don't have. But there are some gardens in this list that are small, well, comparatively small, because, when most gardens are like 120 or something, a 3-acre garden is comparatively small. And so because there are some smaller gardens on here, I'm going to go visit those this year. So I'm going to make it a goal to see 6. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, well, 6 isn't that bad. Well, yeah, it kind of is, because I'm not just going to go, I'm just not just going to go one time. I'm going to go more than one time during the season because I want to see how things change. And so the first one that I'm going to go see is called the Highland Mansion and Garden. This one is 2 acres. So that's twice the amount of property that I have, but still... it's still, closer. And then the next one that I'm going to see is the James G. Kaskey Memorial Park. I'm trying to read these backwards. And this one has a 3-acre garden. And then there is a Japanese style garden in Philly called Shofuso. And like I said, that's 1.2, so that's a slightly larger than what I have. And then the last one, which I'm really excited about seeing, is the Wyck Historic House Garden and Farm. And I'm excited because that one is half an acre, which is half the size of my property. And I think it'll be nice because for me, my concept of garden is just, paths where you can get lost. And I know sometimes when you have a smaller lot, you kind of think, well, I can't do that here, but I have a feeling that you can do, you're in a sea of ways that you can actually achieve that kind of botanical garden look on a much smaller scale. So anyway, and the other 2 gardens, of course, are PHS Meadowbrook Farm and Hortulus Farm, because I like those 2. And on top of that, they have garden centers. So I'm definitely going to go back during the growing season, because despite the fact that I'm going to be growing like 3,000 plants, I'm sure they're going to have something I don't have. So, I got to go to see that. So anyway, guys, that is it. That's what the booklet is about. So head over to America's gardencapital.org and get your passport. And of course, when you're going to visit everything, if you hashtag it on Instagram and that sort of thing, a lot of times they'll include your picture on their website. So that's it. So I hope you guys find this interesting. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys on Saturday with the next video.